My friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is David and we are back for another installment of Bookshelf Essentials. Last time I kicked off the series with something J.R.R. Tolkien, and today we're going to continue along with another one of my favorite authors, this one being Bernard Cornwell, and in particular I am talking about a certain trilogy of books. There will be other installments of Bernard Cornwell in the future, just as there will be others of Tolkien, but I want to talk about these three books right here. So this is The Winter King, this is book 1, Enemy of God, which is book 2, and Excalibur, which is book 3. And so these are the Warlord Chronicles, is what they are considered as. And so these books are a Arthurian retelling with a historical bent to them. So they are set very much in the Middle Ages of Europe. And it is far less magical, fantastical than some of the other Arthurian tales. Although there's still plenty of that with Merlin and Nimue and the druidic approach and the conflict of religion that comes about. There's a lot of things that Cornwell does really well in this series. For one, he does not have the main character be any of the people that you know from the Arthurian mythos, much like he does in the Saxon tales, which take place in King Alfred Britain and follow Uhtred, son of Uhtred, rather than some historical figure. This follows Derval, who is an orphan, who is saved at a young age by Merlin and Nimue, and eventually comes to become alongside Arthur as he's beginning his campaigns as a general, almost, of an army, and grows to become really close to King Arthur, and sees all of the turmoil that comes about. What I really enjoy about this trilogy is that it is refreshing. It is unlike anything else out there that I've read in the King Arthur legend. It is steeped in a lot of things that are going to feel familiar, yet there are fresh takes on all of the characters, whether it's Guinevere, whether it's Arthur himself, or probably the one that's going to stand out the most, the character of Lancelot, who many people tend to characterize Lancelot as that knight in shining armor, the very pure, wishes he was pure and holy type of knight, but is very, very flawed by character flaws. Well, in this, he's... I don't think it'll be much of a spoiler. He's one of the big bad guys. So that creates an interesting tension and dynamic to the Arthurian story, that you know some of the beats that are going to come up along the way, some of the battles, some of the conflicts that are going to come about, and how they are all dealt with. It's just refreshing and brilliant and a genuine joy to read. So you can see here I've got 2 trade paperbacks and a hardcover here. My plan at some point in time is probably to upgrade both of those to hardcover eventually, just for longevity, and you know they won't get that gradual wear and tear from reads. You know, I can already feel along the spine here, you know, the creasing that's begun. They'll easily stand up to another read, maybe even 2 more reads. But, you know, there's something also nice about just having ones that kind of look similar together on the shelf. And, you know, they're all about the same size, which is helpful. But, yeah, if you have not read The Warlord Chronicles by Bernard Cornwell, I strongly recommend them. I would not recommend them as your first venturing into the Arthurian legend. But if you're fairly familiar with some of the common themes and characters and story beats, this is a very, very new and invigorating take on the tale from an author that is really, really good at setting things in a historical setting and making characters and scenes really come alive in a way that is, well, it's going to keep you entertained. I will warn you that my first read through on The Winter King did not go the greatest for the first roughly 100 pages. It felt very slow. It took a long time to really develop, but around that 100-page mark, it took off from there, and the series never let down from that point in time. So if you've tried this, or if you're trying it for the first time and it feels like just kind of a slog at the beginning, I felt that too. If you push through, I have a feeling that you will enjoy it just as much the rest of the ride, just like I did. So there we go. There's Bookshelf Essentials. I want to try and keep these kind of shortish, so I'll be back next time with probably another one of my favorite authors. So why not start with the favorites, right? Hi, catch you later.